Well, it is March in Cleveland, Ohio, and you know exactly what that means. It is MAC basketball tournament time, and we're very grateful to be joined by Dr. Jon Steinbrecher here, Commissioner of the MAC Conference. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here.
Privileged to be with you.
Well, let's start first and foremost with the MAC tournament being back in Cleveland. 27 straight years. Yeah. What keeps you guys coming back? What has kept this partnership so strong?
Well, it's become part of our DNA, quite frankly, and it's everyone goes into the season with the goal of let's make it to Cleveland, and then let's make some magic happen when we get there. There's a lot of reasons, but it starts with the partnership we have with the Cavaliers and Rocket Arena. I say unabashedly that's the best arena in the country. And part of it is the bricks and mortar part of it, and it is phenomenal bricks and mortar, but what really makes it sing are the people that work there. And they do a tremendous job of helping us to stage what we think is one of the best college basketball tournaments anywhere.
And it's not just the city of Cleveland helping you guys out, it's also you guys giving back to the city of Cleveland. Ann's Pantry, something that the MAC is launching. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we talked about let's be doing a community service project around this event. And one of the things that fell to was staff remembered my late wife, who passed almost 2 years ago. And a way to honor her was partnering with the Hunger Network. And so we're encouraging folks to come to the games and bring dry goods or canned goods or even make a financial contribution to the Hunger Network as we seek to help people who are less fortunate have food on their table.
Just a fantastic initiative over at Rocket Arena. Going to be a busy couple of weeks here at Rocket Arena now between you guys, the NCAA Wrestling Championships. First time it's going to be there since 2018. Just how big of a week, or 2 weeks really, is it for the city of Cleveland and the MAC with everything going on?
Well, the number of people we'll put in the arena over 2 weeks is phenomenal. The economic impact will be well into the millions. We'll be probably $25–30 million between both events, and I may be low on that, but it will be really impressive. Basketball tournament, my staff will work both of them. In fact, I just came out of a staff meeting before we came over to do this interview, walk through our basketball tournament, and so we finish up Saturday night, load out from our tournament Saturday night, Sunday morning. Sunday after the Cavs game, I believe it's Sunday Cavs game, start moving in for the NCAA Wrestling Championships there all week. You know, last time we hosted the NCAA Wrestling Championships, we set records for attendance and revenue. Now with the arena reconfiguration, we've lost a few seats, so I don't know if we'll be tough to break that record, but we think we have a chance to maybe break the revenue record again.
Just the prelude to the madness that March can bring. And tons of competitive matchups, both on the men's and women's side for the MAC this year. But let's be honest, it feels like Miami's world, and we are all just living in it, isn't it?
Well, they've put together on the men's side a dream season, 31-0. You don't go undefeated in college basketball. I don't care where you're at. You don't do that, not only through the non-conference. Conference games are brutal, whatever conference you're in, because there are no secrets. You know the sets you run, you know all those stuff, you're going into tough arenas. So for what they've done to this point is just magical, and it's really shown a spotlight not only in Miami, but the entire conference, and lifted everyone up. Now what's been interesting, there's been so much focus on Miami. A handful of other teams have had phenomenal seasons. Miami, longest win streak in the country, 31-0, right? Longest conference win streak in the country, 18-0. Second longest conference win streak in the country, just down the road at Akron, 16 straight wins. They've had another phenomenal season. In fact, they ought to be getting at large consideration. You have Kent State, another 20-win team. You go to Ohio, that's doing some wonderful things. Toledo, that's doing some stuff. You flip over to the women's side, you know, Miami tied for the women's championship with Ball State. Got another Ohio team, got a Toledo team. It's going to be a crazy tournament.
To say the very least, I mean, you just hit the nail on the head, 31-0, but some of these games that Miami, Ohio have won have been by 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. What has made the MAC so competitive this year?
Our league is always competitive, and I think most leagues are to some extent. We rarely have a team run away from anybody. And while Miami has certainly, from a record standpoint, well, just a game ahead of Akron, really, when you think about it. But they've figured out ways to win tough games and win games on the road. Let's go back to Friday night when they concluded their season against their arch rival at Ohio University. and figure out a way to win that thing and get a stop when they needed a stop. And that's kind of been the season they've had. They've figured out ways to win the game.
Miami, Ohio, the fourth team in 35 years to have at least 30 regular season wins. What would it mean for the MAC to potentially have an undefeated team representing itself in the NCAA tournament?
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a heck of a story. And I'm anxious to see how they do. Obviously, a lot of attention on them for if they don't win the tournament, should they be an at-large team? I think the case has been made pretty well that yes, I don't think there's ever been a team with 2 or fewer losses that hasn't made the NCAA tournament. But we'll see. They're going to have a tough opening round game against UMass. They need to get through that, and then let's see what happens. And in any case, I have a great deal of confidence we'll end up with an incredible tournament champion, and whoever comes out of this will represent us well. And if we get the opportunity to have multiple teams, all the better.
You know, you've seen the evolution of college basketball and how teams get into the NCAA tournament these past few years. There's metrics, there's KenPom, there's so many things to think about. Why doesn't 31-0 just speak for itself for a team like Miami, Ohio, that, in your opinion, and probably the many of others, that they should be an at-large team no matter what happens?
Well, I think the tide has turned on that with the talking heads, and they're certainly saying those things. The conversations I've been having with committee members have been positive. They're not going to promise you anything, but they're certainly aware of what they've done. Part of what's occurred with the Miami story is it's shown a light on the challenges of scheduling. And that is what really makes the difference with the metrics. And so we're disadvantaged because we can't get certain games. I think it calls the attention that we need to be addressing those metrics and maybe take another look at them. Because at the end of the day, it's not about wins above the bubble or net or RPI and all that. Those are certainly tools to look at. End of the day, it's about winning games on the court. They've won them all.
Exactly. And you know, on one hand, you could potentially have an undefeated team in the NCAA tournament, but it feels like a true win-win because you could either have an undefeated team or you could have a 2-bid MAC for the first time since 1999. As competitive as a conference as it's been so far this year, what could that be like?
You know, it's great theater. And we have, because of our partnership with the Cavs and Rocket Arena, we have this great canvas in which to paint this picture that's going to be just a phenomenal championship.
All right, well, once all is said and done, this national attention that you guys are getting has been a completely fun ride this entire season. What has this attention been like, and what is it going to be like seeing it all culminate over at Rocket Arena this week?
Well, it's well-deserved for the coaches and the student-athletes and the programs. They work awfully hard. They invest well, and they deserve the spotlight. All of our teams do. I think, again, it's reminding people we have a heck of a league, and we've had a heck of a league. And you can be as good as you want to be competing in the Mid-American Conference. So we have high hopes that whatever team or teams come out of this league have a chance to make a run in the NCAA tournament.
Folks, don't get it twisted. The madness starts right here in Cleveland, Ohio on Thursday. MAC Commissioner Dr. Jon Steinbrecher, thank you so much for taking the time. Going to be a fun weekend here.
Good to be with you.